time. This is two. Had a phone call come in on the first attempt. What is up? What is up? What is going on? What is going on? Josh in the house. Up, sir. Gee Films in the house. Sorry, guys. I had a phone call come in on the last one. I had to take MKA. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. I had a phone call come in. I couldn't let that one go. Just some sponsorship stuff. Nary in the house. Evan. Sorry, guys. Okay. What questions were y'all asking me in the last live? Ernie, what's up? Venus, yes, yes, yes. My bad, guys. My bad. Life on 18 wheels in the house. Tim in the house. Amarillo, go by that steakhouse in Amarillo. Um, name of that place. Texas steak, something like that. Texas something. Trucking with Rich in the house. Johnny in the house. Trucking with Rich. When are we gonna do a collab video, sir? FJC in the house, sir. We have been waiting on content from you, sir. FJC, we are so disappointed in you, sir. Come on now. Every day, every morning, I wake up before I pray, before I speak to my wife. I'm going on YouTube and I'm looking for an FJC video. And then to my disappointment, nothing. Nothing. Go on YouTube, eyes halfway open, type in FJC, and I see he hadn't posted nothing. So I have to go through another day without an FJC video. And then Richard, when are we gonna do a collab? Oh man. Rudy, you too. Rudy's got like maybe two shorts on his channel. The only consistent person on here. Let me make sure I'm not misquoting. Actually, the only two consistent people on here are Josh and Richard. Not even you, Life on 18 Wheels. Not even you. Not even you, sir. Not even you. Actually, what is going on in the YouTube world, guys? I have not, I've been so out of the loop. But Trucking with Rich, when are we going to do a collab video? That's what I'm waiting on, sir. I am waiting to do a collab video with you. I'll go live between now and the weekend. Okay, okay, okay. I've done all kinds of collabs with Rudy. Josh, I know we did one collab video, Josh, but I know we've linked up twice. Supposed to be three times, but the one time ended up not working out. The video he posted on Facebook was deep. Oh, that one. Yeah, 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 Venus. I was like, what video? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was back in my music days. That's back when my locks were a lot shorter. Where are you at this? Actually, Richard, are you going to be in town next weekend? I may have an opportunity for you, sir. Are you going to be in the Dallas Fort Worth area next weekend? I may have an opportunity for you, sir. Just might have something I need to plug you in with, which I'll tell the world here in a minute because I'm going to invite everybody to come out. And wait till we get to about 30 people. Actually, guys, let's get those likes up. Come on, come on. Actually, Rudy, if you're going to be up there in Dallas Fort Worth next weekend, I have an event I'm about to invite you guys to. All of you. if you're going to be in the Dallas Fort Worth, and it's definitely truck friendly. You can park millions of trucks there. Got something coming up here next week, and we're actually really excited about this one. Met up twice. Truck show didn't work out. Okay, now I met on camera. I think we. I don't know if we recorded that second time. Did I watch Interstate Made Me? You can most likely make it back. Okay, racetrack. So guys, so this weekend coming up in 3 days, Thursday. No, today's Thursday, Friday. So Sunday we'll be at the truck show in Houston at the NRG. I don't know if there's truck parking there. Do some research. Uh, so this weekend we'll be at the Houston Truck Show called the Texas Truck Show. Free admission. You do have to pay for parking to get in, so make sure you bring cash if you're going to be there. Uh, Next weekend, I've been keeping this on the DL, guys. I have not been putting it out there, but there's a possibility. Um, Actually, I've told you about this, Richard. 'Cause I was trying to get you plugged in with it. Um, I might have a possible opportunity with um, a new potential partnership with the channel. Okay. Um, it is a new truck stop. They're going to be going national here pretty soon. But if you're on TikTok, look them up. They're called Truckers Paradise. Truckers Paradise. They are out of Gainesville, Texas, just north of Dallas, Fort Worth, off of I-35. Um, it's called Truckers Paradise, and guys, the amenities they're going to have. So they have a mobile truck wash, a mobile fuel station. They're going to have a vet clinic, a massage parlor. Uh, what else? A full food court, open 24/7. You've been there. Okay, okay. Actually, McGee, what amenities do they all have? They have a crap ton. It's like a resort. Yes, yes. So I have been in communication with them, and they have invited me and the family out next weekend. I actually have a meeting with them, with the management owner and I guess owners, I guess you can say. So massage trouble. So yeah, it's basically a trucker's resort. Guys, guys, if you're on TikTok, go check them out. Truckers Paradise. Um, they're out there in Gainesville, Georgia, just north of Dallas, Fort Worth, and I-35. Next weekend, they are having a grand opening, open to the public next weekend. They are having a grand opening next weekend at their facility. You can go on their website, Truckers Paradise. You can look them up on. They really have a heavy presence on TikTok. Truckers Paradise. So we will be there next weekend. We'll be there Saturday. We'll be there Saturday, all day Saturday. Maybe Sunday, but I doubt Sunday. But we'll be there all day Saturday. Truckers Paradise. And they were at Matt's, and I didn't realize they were there. They had a booth at Matt's, and I did not like not too far from where the 10-4 booth was, and I didn't even realize it. But they were there at Matt's. I could have actually met them in person, but it is what it is. Will do, Tim. Will do. Actually, so due to y'all's request, y'all know my family has the kids for the week. Laura is going to be hopping on the truck with me tonight. She's out running errands with some of her friends right now, out hanging out. Um, well, she's going to be hopping on the truck with me when she gets back. They have a cigar lounge. They have some casino stuff. Not this weekend, even McKinney, Saturday and Sunday. So not this weekend, the next weekend. Restaurants like the pizza and a mobile truck wash. To be honest, I didn't really like it. They do offer it. They do mobile fueling. Okay, yeah, that's what I was told. So I won't have the truck out there, but the family and I were gonna hop in the car and take a little road trip out there. Really nice people. Yeah, let's get those likes up, people. Let's get them up. McGee, when did you go? How long ago did you go? Because they just now, I think they're opening a lot more of the amenities. And don't they have like a little mini hotel or something too, to where if you wanted to get out the truck, you can go stay at the little like rent a room or something for a couple of hours. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Uh, getting FLD. Coming soon. That's all I can say is coming soon. We had some what do you call 'em? Some delays, which I'll explain those delays on the video when we actually go pick up the truck. About a month ago. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. They do have that. Okay. Yeah. So guys, they even have like a room that you can rent. If you want to get out the truck and rent a room for a few hours for your 10-hour break, you can do that too. Hotel room after the massage. Oh, so now all of a sudden you want to go, Rudy, huh? Don't. I'm gonna call your wife, sir, and let her know. Hey, you better watch him. You can rent by the hour, 10 hour, 12 hour, something like that. Really? Richard. Shoot, hey Richard, you ever get put in the doghouse at home? That's right up the road from you. Just go up there and rent your room for a couple of hours. If your girl ever put you in the doghouse, now you got a place to go. But yeah, so that is gonna be next weekend. So this weekend, um, is the truck show in Houston. I'll only be there Sunday. I won't be there Saturday, but we'll only be there Sunday. And then next weekend we'll be out there in Gainesville, Texas, at the Truckers Paradise, a grand opening. So, but yeah, guys. They were talking about making a mobile app where you could pre-order your food and everything, coming to a parking spot when you get there. Really? I didn't know about that. Gonna turn to Memphis. Oh man. That one guy, what's going on? What's up? What's up? But yeah, guys, per your request, my family's gonna have the kids until I think Saturday because we have something a thing to do on Saturday. So the wife will be going on the truck with me today. I'm gonna check it out. I have to see this spot, support Texas. Yes, sir. Danielle, what's going on? What's going on? How's the heavy haul treating you? And that heavy haul, is it with Landstar or are you on with somewhere else? Got to make it out there next Saturday then. Yeah, we'll be out there Saturday. That's when you try to promote something, it turns out to be great. I hope so. They're on Trucker Path. I recommend following them because last time I was there, they usually don't have much signage by the highway. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Go live with her in the truck. Ooh. I just might do that actually. I just might do that. Depends on where we're at and what's going on. I just might do that. We'll for sure get footage of it. We'll get plenty of footage. But I don't know. I'm debating on getting a hotel. That way she don't have to stay in the truck overnight. I don't know yet. Because I might go park. I want to go park on site at my delivery. It's a load I picked up yesterday, and I'm delivering it tomorrow. Not with Landstar running spot market. Gotcha. Um, I want to go park on site at the delivery, but what gets me a little skeptical about that is like the restroom situation. Couple thousand spent. I only have made 850 this week so far. Golly. Let her the entire experience. And the other thing, the AC doesn't work. It works, but it doesn't work like it needs to. So if it worked like it needed to, I would probably be, but I want to go park on site. Yeah, authentic trucker experience. If that truck be but nah, the Schneider truck still called pumpkins. Yeah, they still call them pumpkins. But the AC doesn't work like it needs to, and she needs to have it frequent like penguin cold. Like even our house is always penguin cold. So Rudy, I tried that with my lady and she didn't like it. She said it only be out and back the next day if anything. But yeah, so I mean, she wouldn't mind the whole trucker experience, but I want to go park on site at my delivery. I just don't want her waking up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, I have to use the restroom. And then we got to figure that all out. What- Need AC recharge. Nah, so I had somebody recharge the AC. I replaced the AC dryer, um, cleaned the evaporator coil, uh, replaced the expansion valve. But the AC, so it blows cold. It's only replace the blower motor. It only comes through the defrost. It won't blow through the front vents. Only the vent will. The fly in my house. It won't blow. It'll blow through the front vents, but only like the vent, like just room temperature air. But the cold air only blows through the defrost. But I can get it to blow cold air, but only for like a split second while I'm changing it from one selection to the other. It's weird. It's weird. Blendor. I was thinking Blendor. That was my next thing. The Blendor actuator. But isn't the Blendor usually for like heat and cold? I guess. I guess. Well, then again, there's multiple Blendor actuators too. And ride the truck when it's not hot. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all are crazy, man. Lord knows the horrible condition you deal with should be aware of it. Yeah, that is. I did think about that too. I did think about that too. But then again, I also don't want her in a bad mood all day tomorrow either. Video from 2 weeks ago. You're talking about the FA class in the cab over. Are they back? Far back. I think that's about a week and some change ago. That's how cold I like it. New truck. Let's see. Did you ever watch the Freight Shaker? No, not yet, because I'll be in Laredo Saturday. I'm sorry, Sunday night. So after the truck show, guys, I'm literally jumping right in the truck and shooting down to Laredo. But I haven't watched it yet because it's just going to get all messy again. Blendor, okay, okay. That's what I was thinking. Also, the maybe some of like the air ducts, or the ventilation or something. Because yeah, yeah, it's one of those two. No AC. I had to take my shirt off. Ooh, wee. Oh, 313 in the house. St. Louis in the house. Good weekend project, and you'll have it fixed. Yeah, I wanted to fix it before she got in the truck, but I didn't have time to do it. I didn't have time to do it. But I do have a fan in there, so I can still blow the AC from the defrost, and just have a huge fan. I can just have it shoot back there into the bunk. But I don't know. D-Mac in the house. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that situation. There's a fly in my house, and it's making me mad. I don't even know how I got in here. Regal in the house. What's going on, Regal? My wife sent you an email. I think yesterday. Did you get it? Actually, Regal, my almost 2-year old, he was playing with that white truck that you had sent us. I think last week. I don't let him play with it often because they break everything in their path. But my soon to be 2-year old, the baby, I'll let him play with it for a few minutes here and there. Oh, I hate this fly in my house, man. I won't let it bother me. But yeah, guys. So that's what we have coming up. Truck show this weekend, and then the grand opening at a potential partnership at Truckers Paradise out there north of Dallas, Texas, Gainesville, Texas. So if y'all in the area, it's at a truck stop. They got a crap ton of free parking. Like I said, grand opening. They're gonna have a food tasting ordeal, so you get to go through and taste all the different foods and everything. We're still in negotiations with Green APU. Any news on the cab over? Yeah, so Steve's already given me a list of everything that needs to be done with it. Y'all know 10-4 is sponsoring all that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Venus Fly, I need you to come, to come handle this fly for me. Um, so he's sent me a list of everything that's got to be done with it. He's already talked to the sponsors, so they're trying to. Guys, nice under my freaking table. They already got all that situated. It's just that Steve is less a mechanic right now, so that's just him finding the time to do it. He's got a lot going on right now with just juggling work. So, but me and Steve, we talk on a regular. We probably talk like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm down right now and get my AC condenser replaced, my passenger steer wheel seal fixed. Been riding for 2.5 weeks with no AC at all. Woo! Reefer isn't cooling, so that's getting fixed. Yeah, all last year in that FLD. When I first got that FLD, guys, I had no AC in that truck. Actually, the truck didn't even have an AC compressor on it. Now that it's in Laredo, that is one thing I have them doing, but they have to redo the whole deal because of how I don't know. It was they said it was just uh let's just say they're redoing the whole entire AC system on the FLD. Um, so they're having to find parts for the basically the whole system. But they're having to completely change the kind of compressor that was originally on there. And it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. So, but when I had that FLD, it didn't even have an AC compressor on it. Like talk about sweating and trying to sleep in that crap in Texas and Laredo. Yeah, we didn't came up. We didn't came up. And then when I got the Pro Star, within I think a week or 2 weeks of me having it, I had to get the AC recharged. And I think I had the compressor replaced. Yeah, I replaced the AC compressor on it too. So there's always a lot going on. If it's not one thing, it's another. Y'all know how it goes. What y'all think about that video of Recess Randall? Oh, that fool made me so mad, man. Oh, he pissed me off. Oh, Recess Randall. I pray to God I don't have to go back there. Oh man, that dude pissed me off. And so what's one thing about being on YouTube and being on camera? Usually by the time we pull the camera out when something happens, unless y'all see it like in time while something's going on, we usually have time to calm down and gather our thoughts before we pull out the camera and say what we're going to say. But that dude pissed me off when he gonna look at me and try to say that I tried to like I stole the freight or whatever. R12 is probably the freon for the oil compressor. So I had to change out the whole system because R12 even available anymore. Okay, good to know. This job too serious. Yeah, between Texas heat and humidity, it don't matter if it's hot outside or cold outside. I'm not cold, but daytime or nighttime, heat or humidity. Like it's like take your pick. But yeah, dude definitely took his job way too freaking serious. Like he had the whole Karen stance. You know how they do like the little arm thing here and they do like this. He was on the phone like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Even his employees, they were kind of like rolling around, like him just going around. I think he was the manager because he seen him be going around and ordering people around. And so I think they were over him too. Like I would hate working for that guy, man. Just one of them. And it's probably why PetSmart, you know, had him as manager. All right, guys, we're gonna try to get this fly. I want to spray the baby's chair though. Oh, now you're mine. Boom. Okay, yeah, you're out of it. One thing we don't tolerate is flies. And then the dog for the screen right there. Yeah, you. And I gotta replace the screen back there in the backyard. It's not personal. Yeah, it was personal, all right. If there's one thing we don't tolerate. Oh, like flies in the truck, flies in the house. Because the kids, whenever they're feeding the dog, they always leave the freaking door open. So every insect and their mama, come right into the house. Truckload newbie, what's going on? That clown probably had some shortages in the past. Seen a couple of YouTube videos where people are jacking loads. Man. Yeah, I don't know what his problem was. Like, I literally think he just took his job too serious because he was even complaining about how the freight was loaded on a trailer. Whenever I do PetSmart loads, they always load the pallets in there sideways. And it's so they can get more freight on the pallet because the pallets are slimmer when you turn them sideways. Every pet, y'all know I've done plenty of the PetSmart loads. And every single one I haul, the pallets are turned sideways. At least half of them are. And he was talking about, I gotta call corporate or I gotta call the warehouse because they're technically not supposed to load the pallet sideways. Dude, like who gives a rat's behind, dude? Like, golly. Oops, I told the wife I was gonna put these clothes in the dryer. Oops. Totally forgot. 'Cause she was about to do it. And I was like, no, 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 no. I said, go handle your business. Hang out, do what you gotta do. I'll get the clothes. Didn't do it. They're still in the dryer. I'm glad I walked in here. But yeah, like I think he just took his job too serious. Like that dude, and that's like I said, I think that's why they had to put his behind as manager because PetSmart knew nothing was gonna get past him. And the fact that he low key looked like Randall on on that cartoon, I was like, yeah, bro, you one of them. I thought I was a nerd until I came across that dude. I was like, yeah, dude, you got me beat. You're that guy. Flies in the truck is definitely the worst. Report him to Pete. Oh man. Flies in the truck, put passenger window down, and yes, I hate it when they do that crap. They'll fly right out the truck, do a little loop around, and come right back in. It's like they know. All right, there we go. That is done. Gotta go. Time for lunch. All right, Venus. Be safe out there. You get the freak super flies every now and then. Yeah, yeah. Okay, is he still down there? Okay, he's still dying. Good. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna wipe the window off. Get that bug spray off of it. Hmm. But yeah, guys. So that's what we have coming up here pretty soon. So not in a rush for anything because it's summertime. So we're planning stuff out for summer stuff. Still paying off debt and all that fun stuff in the background. You know, but just being young and dumb. You accumulate stuff that you have no business accumulating. In your frozen foods days, did you ever spend 24 hours waiting on a dock door? Uh, I think the longest time I've ever been in a dock while hauling reefer, I've done like it wasn't not normal to spend a whole 10-hour break in a dock. A 10 hour, yeah. That was not that was common, way too common to spend 10 hours in a dock. 24, I don't think so. In a booth at the truck show, he used to live in Cyprus. No, not this year, but we'll be walking around. Just be out there hanging out. Uh, my buddy 18 Wheels and his family, they'll be there. I'm trying to get my buddy Karan to go. I think he'll be there too. But we'll be there and just walking around hanging out. We'll probably get there about between 10, about noon or so. We'll try to get there as soon as possible, but I want to get there before noon. But we'll be hanging out. I'm trying to think. I know T2 Complex will be there, him and his family. Who else is gonna be there? I know what is it? GR Trucking and Demolition. They'll probably be there. Um there's somebody else gonna be. I just forgot. But yeah, we'll be there hanging out. Semi casual will probably be there. Oh, Mother Trucker will probably be there. At Target, he has a full 24 hours waiting to get into a door, being told just to wait longer. Oh, Target, let me guess. Tyler, Texas. Target distribution in Tyler, Texas. Let me guess. Tell me I'm right. There was one in Tyler, and where was the other one at? Spent 48 hours waiting on Sanderson Farm load. Golly. All in what? Reefer? All Targets do that. Was it Tyler, Texas way? Is that the one that you're at? Or the one that you're referring to? Yeah. Ah, yes. Yes, I know that place. Uh, I had an issue there. I just don't recall what it was. Yeah, I don't. What was it? I think I've had multiple issues there actually at that Target. Justin, we don't talk about any of that over here. All the YouTube crap. But yeah, all that Target stuff. Yes, I don't recall what my issue was. I remember going there. I think 2 or 3 times, and I've had plenty of friends that went over there too, and all of them have had issues going to that the one in Tyler. Ran step deck for classic transport. Really? Now all Targets do 10 hours. The place I was in New Jersey, but it was not a Target. Gotcha. Yeah. See, every now and then I miss hauling reefer. I really do miss hauling reefer, but like rejecting pallets and the multi stops and the long wait times, and I don't miss any of that. The lumpers, I do miss it. I will be honest with you guys. I have been pricing reefer units. I have been, you know what? I'll even throw it out there. It's only 38 of y'all in here. I have been pricing stainless steel reefer units. I've been pricing them. I've been on Facebook Marketplace and I found two that I do like that are stainless steel and blue. I will tell you guys that. But I just don't know if I want to get back into reefer. Somebody to haul reefer. Dude, I bet they pay too. I'm gonna have to go look into that. But yes, I've been pricing some stainless steel units. For the longest time, I've been pricing step decks and flatbeds. But as of recently, I have been pricing stainless steel reefer units with blue blue in them. I work at Target. It's 10 hours. We open 24 hours Sunday, Monday. Okay. Where is my phone charger? My phone's about to die. My phone's always about to die. Interstate made me. Yeah, I think he had posted a picture or something on Instagram. Has he revealed the truck yet, guys? Before I say anything, has he revealed what he's got going on with that? I don't want to spoil anything he's got going on. And don't y'all lie to me either. Don't y'all lie to me. I know there's some stuff that he's told me behind the scenes. I just don't want to spoil. Last night, did he talk about it or did he actually show the truck? Yeah, yesterday he revealed. Oh, okay, here. Okay, okay, okay. So I guess now I can talk about it then. So yeah, I really do like his setup. But the only difference is video. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna watch that here in a few minutes. Then when I get off of here, get my phone holder. Gonna put y'all right here. Okay. All right, guys. The phone's about to die, so I gotta throw it on the charger. Oops. So yeah, I do kind of want to get it like how he has it set up. Yeah, he did dropped. Okay, show now paint and lights in the hot shot side. No, I don't know much about the hot shot side. Yeah, because originally he wasn't going to get stainless, and I was telling him, I'm like, dude, if you're gonna do it right, because he wasn't a big fan of the stainless before. He didn't want to do the stainless, and I was like, but with that purple dude, like it would be legendary if he had the stainless setup along with the purple. Like that would be just freaking legendary. I do know he paid a crap ton for his equipment though. Golly. Maybe you and Orwell consider signing my show. Only hope. Guys, yeah. So Steve has really been FSC has been really supportive of this whole cab over deal. Um, so he's really wanting to get it, get it out there and get it going and but doing it right. And so the opportunities are limitless when it comes to the cab, which is why I bought it. I bought it because it was a good collaboration tool. Um, it was good for branding for the channel. It opened up a whole nother algorithm. Like just that video I did with Steve, the whole cab over deal, like that earned like 1,500 subscribers on that one video. On that one video. I'm gonna rock with that W900 when I get one. I really do like the W9s too. I was talking to somebody yesterday about them. I'm like, man, I would love to have a W900. And Snyder brothers, if y'all are watching, I was talking to some subscribers this morning. They just signed up with 10-4, and he was saying they got a stupid deal, a stupid, ridiculous low deal with 10-4 truck insurance. If y'all ain't with 10-4 truck insurance, they're paying half. They are paying half of what they were paying at Progressive. So if y'all haven't hit up Miss Jessica Rush, y'all are tripping. But they have a 379 for sale. He's been sending me pictures of it. Like anybody looking for a 379 with a C15 cat in it? It's a nice truck. It's a really nice truck. I need to stop buying crap. I need to stop buying crap and finish what I've got on me now. But it is a nice truck. That is a really nice truck. And they don't want a lot for it either. They don't want a lot for it. But it is a 379 with a C15 cat in it. And they do not want a lot of money for that truck. If you buy another truck, it has to be a W9. You know what? A W9 is my second dream truck. However, I have started with a Freightliner trend on my channel. So if I do get another truck, it'll probably be a like an FLC or a Coronado. That would probably be next. That would probably be next. I gotta stick with my Freightliner trend. I've got to stick with it. It'll either be a Freightliner FLC or it'll be a Coronado. And do I plan on putting drivers in the trucks? Nope, not at all. At first, we were going to do that. Um, like, it's just a headache that I don't want. It's just a headache I don't want. So no, as of right now, we will not be putting drivers in those trucks. If I do put a driver in a truck, it wouldn't be like a FLD or a classic. It wouldn't be a Coronado. It would be like a simple, like a Cascadia or something. W9 with a cat. Coronado would be nice. Yes, a Coronado would be nice. Either a Coronado, and I have taken a liking into the FLCs. But and also, if I want to get a Freightliner, I want to get a cab over with a full size bunk. Turbo and driving POV, definitely soothing. Okay, I could do that. Yes, I bought a new camera. I just haven't um, set it up yet. I got to buy new mounts and stuff. I had a Century for a minute. It was an old one. Truck thing was beat. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Centuries and the what's the other one? The Columbias, because people always beat them things up. Like those trucks are never taken care of. Every now and then you'll see a clean one where somebody took care of it, but people beat even the FLDs and the classics too. People beat those things up. But really, for sure, the Centuries and the Columbias, people beat those things like this. I mean, they were made to be the FLDs too. They were throwaway trucks. It's just the FLDs have a little bit of a hood on them, and they kind of look like the classics. So people are kind of bringing those back. What's going on, Tim? What's going on? Did I get to drive the Scania at Matt's? No. And knowing what I know now, I could have arranged that. I could have arranged that. Knowing what I know now, I just it wasn't a priority while I was there. I had some other stuff that I was y'all seen it. I was moving all around, but it just wasn't a priority. But knowing what I know now, I could have done it. And had I gotten there like a day or two early, I probably could have, but it just didn't work out like that. I don't know. Did he sell the K100? I don't know. I haven't talked to Justin in a couple of weeks. Like when I tell y'all, I've literally just been MIA from the YouTube world. Um, it's not even the YouTube world. It's just in general. Like we've just been like kind of in our own little space, our own little lane. It's just there's so much crap going on in the world, so much BS going on. Like I don't got time for other people's problems. And don't get me wrong, somebody needs help or something, we're all there. But just with all the crap going on in the world and the he said, she said, and all the political debates and the fights and the what else is going on in the world right now? The stuff going on in Iraq and Iran and Israel and uh inmates breaking out of prisons and it's just so much. So we've literally just created our own little bubble here at the house and we've just been focused on us. There's just so much going on out there. And when you try to involve yourself in everything and involve yourself in everybody's business, it gets tiring. Like I said, it's one thing if somebody says, "Hey, we need help, and we can you help us with this?" Yeah, by all means. But just to voluntary put ourselves in somebody else's crap, I'm sorry. Aloha, what's going on? 2025 going on with a banger. Who you telling? Yeah, so we we're just Just focused on ourselves and focused on our family specifically, because that's at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Which is why I mean I've been home, pretty much all week. Like I said, my family has the kids, and so my wife and I have been more intentional, about spending more time with each other and being was just more intentional with our marriage. Um, and then just not letting the YouTube ever come between us, because people say stupid stuff, all the time. Not letting work get in between us, because I gotta work long hours, unpredictable hours. She's got her own responsibilities here at the house. Stuff gets stressful. And now that we're paying off debt and stuff, that allows me to be home a lot more and to be more intentional about our family. Because y'all know I could care less about, oh yeah, he's a super trucker. Oh yeah, she's a super trucker. Oh yeah, he makes this much money. She doesn't make that money. Like, we could care less. We could care less about the next person's making. What we care about is, hey, did the money I make this week pay our bills? Does it allow us to continue on with our lifestyle? Does it get us moving in the direction that we want to move in? That's all we care about. Can the money that we make, and I say we, because it's not like, oh yeah, he has a trucking company. Oh no, he has a YouTube channel. No, my wife and kids are just as involved as I am, because I could not do what I do on YouTube, and I could not do what I do with the trucking if my wife didn't do what she does behind the scenes. You know, um, and that's why we say, and when we're introducing ourselves to somebody, we have a YouTube channel. We have a trucking company. You know, Now when it comes to her baking stuff, I say she does baking, because I don't know, I wouldn't know what I was doing in the kitchen. But yeah, it's a group effort in our household. It's not what's mine. Like, even when it comes to our vehicles, it's the Ram, it's the Excursion, it's the Expedition. When we had the Mercedes, it's the Mercedes. It's not my car, your car. No. Like, everything that we do is a group effort. At the end of the day, it's not like everything gets split 50-50. Like, no, like the money I make goes into our bank account. He manages it. We communicate, hey, all right, you brought in $3,000 this week. Where does the money need to go? Okay, when she's more so better at the administrative stuff than I am. And so we'll get on the phone on payday every week, and we'll sit there and discuss with the bills and savings and goals that we want to achieve, or a trip that we might want to take, or hey, I would like to get my nails. Guys, we budget down to the bone. We budget down to the bone. I'm trying to think. There was something she wanted to buy the other day, and it was only $20 to $30. And she was like, "Hey, this I want to buy this, whatever. What? Oh, I know what it was. This for something we have going on this weekend." And she was like, "Hey, I want to buy this, blah blah blah." And it's like, okay, budget for it. You know, like, we budget down to that point. Like, that's how deep into the budgeting that we go. Even though the money's there, but it's every dollar that we make, every dollar that comes into our household is accounted for. Before it even hits our bank account, it is accounted for. Whether it's to be spent on bills, repairs, maintenance, mortgage, what else? Her getting her nails done, or whatever, gas in the cars, insurance. Whatever it is, the money is or savings. The money is accounted for. So let's just say, hey, she says, hey, I want to get my nails done, or I say, hey, I want to get some new lug nut covers for the truck. Is it in the budget? Rather than just pull from savings or pull from savings, like, no, every dollar is accounted for. The money is there, but is it in the budget? There's two different things. So that's how intentional that we are. Even going out to eat, you know, is it in the budget? Yeah, we can go spend $30 to go get some Whataburger or Burger King or whatever, or take out $100, $200 to go on a date night or something like that. Yeah, that's easy. But is it in the budget? And it just shows discipline. That's all it shows. And it shows, it's an exercise for us to work together. It's an exercise for us to communicate. But I said, do what you have to do where you want to be in life, but family comes first. Yep. I'm 50 years old and married. I can tell you that marriage has to be a cohesive team effort, a little chance of success in the long run. Yeah, it does. And we're learning that. I mean, it's something that but it's also something, even if you know it, you also have to learn it and you have to practice it and you have to apply discipline to it as well. Because after a while, you get comfortable. You get really comfortable and communication starts to decline. Things that you're more intentional about, like pet peeves that I do that might piss her off and vice versa. You get comfortable and it's a team effort, you know. Um, and so constantly communicating and finding ways to communicate, it helps. And so and I know I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this because somebody's gonna be like, man, 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 man. But some people call it old school or they say it's traditional, but that's the way it should be. Like it because we see just about every other way doesn't work. We see all the divorces going on right now and all the craziness going on in the world. Like the way things were old school or traditional is how things that should have been the presidents. But as generations turn, as people get more and more crazy or independent or whatever, things start dwindling down. Standards, die off. So, but yeah, we're real, I guess the term, for lack of better words, traditional or old school. The money I make, um, is, I'm sorry, the money we make, I caught me slipping right there. The money we make is just put into one big old pot and it's distributed, where it needs to go. So even if it's the YouTube money, if it's the sponsorship money, if it's the trucking money, it all goes into the same pot. Different accounts, but same pot. My son's prison wife and church said, "Oh, really?" 23, my generation, not many. Yeah, truckload Noop. We got married at 23. We were young when we got married. We were married at 23. And that mindset that you're talking about, we had it. You know, electricity bill or go out to eat. Oh, let's go out to eat. We'll worry about the electricity bill later because that's literally the money that we only had one or two. You know, and I mean, some of it we didn't make enough money. And some, we weren't making a lot of money when we first, got married and when we were dating or whatever. But at the same time, the money that we did have, we didn't always spend it wisely. It's not always 50-50. Sometimes we have to pick up the slack. Yes, exactly. Yep. Still teamwork. Yep. At the end of the day, we've made some pretty bad decisions. And to this day, we got married when we were 23 years old. We're still paying for stupid decisions that we made while we were single, while we were dating, and in the early stages of our marriage. We're still, fixing mistakes and stuff, financial mistakes, you know, credit cards, you know. Guys, when I tell you, if I get to 30 likes, I'll tell y'all a secret. I don't know if I ever said this on the channel before or not. If I get to 30 likes, I need four more likes and I'll tell y'all a secret. I'll probably talk about it on the video one day too. Let me get four more likes and I'll tell y'all a secret of how badly we struggled. Either needle in the haystack type of one. Shoot, you better go overseas. Shoot. Guys, I got blessed. I got blessed, lucky, all the above of my wife. Dang, y'all got that quick. Y'all nosy. So, guys, on my record, oh, let me count. Let me count. I have, what's the first one? One, two, three, four, five, Six. That I can count. I know I'm probably missing one or two. I have six repos that I can count on my record. Six vehicle repossessions that I can count. Two of them on the same vehicle. That's a long story. Two of them on the same vehicle. Two repos on the same vehicle from two separate financial institutions. Six that I can count. Like I said, two of them on the same vehicle, on one vehicle. Am I missing one? So, just to show y'all, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Six repos, a broken lease for an apartment. What else? A broken lease, an eviction. I do have one eviction. Yeah. So if I and I tell y'all, pink slips in the mail from electricity company. Hey, we're shutting off your electricity. Lights have been cut off more times than you can count. There was a time that we were living off of Pizza Hut coupons and Pizza Hut points. Uh, credit cards. No, I'm talking about repos where they came and picked up my stuff. Where you go outside and you don't know if your vehicle's gonna be out there the next day. That type of. Paying for diapers, trying to figure out how to pay for diapers and trying to figure out how to pay for formula. Because my wife with our first two, our boys, she couldn't keep up with the breastfeeding because they were always so hungry, and so we had to put them on a formula. Uh, like I said, electricity being cut off, heat being cut off, like I said, evictions, broken leases, repos, payday loans, golly, business loans. Technically, if you want to count the Lone Star, the lease purchase I was doing, that would be repo number seven. And I gave them back their truck. That would be counted as repo number seven. Um, what else? What else? Well, we've been through the struggle. I'm talking about living in an apartment complex where the dude upstairs is hitting on this woman. Uh, no, no, no. So the dude, I think the dude next to us was always hitting on this woman. We always hear the crap going on in there. The lady upstairs, you can tell she was on some hard stuff, you know, had different dudes coming in and out of her apartment every other night, like roaches in the apartment. Uh, living in an apartment complex where we had a vehicle stolen, my excursion broken into. Like, we have lived through it. And that's just us being married, all the crap I'm mentioning right now. That's just us being married since we've been 23 years. Well, no, no, no. I think one of the repos, the vehicle with the two repos on it, that was before we got married. But still, you know, like I said, the payday loans, literally going up there every single week, you know, pay one off and just to get another one. Credit cards. Thankfully, we only have two freaking credit cards left, and we are saving those for last because we're knocking out the largest one from the smallest with our debt. It should be the other way around. Yes, we know. Jeremy, you missed a lot. I just admit they got me to admit, Jeremy, that I have about 6 to 7 repos on my record of my past. But what else, guys? Like we have been through it, and to know where we came from, to know where we are now, that's where the humility is, because we have been through a lot. Even us getting the house that we're in right now, with a blessing. A blessing, a blessing, a blessing. We were not approved for this house. Didn't have been approved for this house, but literally everything fell into place the week of us looking for a house. Like, guys, like I tell you, I tell you, I tell you, I tell you. But yeah, guys, like to see where we've come from, to know where we've come from, to living on people's couches, living in people's guest room. Literally, we have lived on somebody's couch, me on one couch, the wife on another couch. We have lived in somebody's basement, and we have lived in somebody's guest room. We have done all the above. We've been homeless, you know. And that was at one point before we even got married, before we even like really started dating. I was living in that excursion for about a week or two. Like guys, like we have lived through it. So when y'all see me on here talking about we're blessed and I'm working hard to provide for my family, we have goals, this, that, and the third. We have been in the slums. We have been in it. We have been in the slums. And but we've always the one thing that we've always cherished, the one thing we've always what's what I'm looking for? Prioritized was God in the end of it. Was God and doing the right thing because it was the right thing to do. Not because of motives behind it, but doing the right thing because it was the right thing to do. Like before we got married, God told us, hey, she is to stay at home and she is to homeschool the kids. That was the one thing he told us. And we knew it was from God because he told both of us without us even talking about it. He told both of us that. And when the conversation came up, it was like, oh, no, I was thinking the same thing. And so a month before she gave birth to our firstborn, she has never had to work a day in her life. And there's been times we've been tempted for her to get a job, you know, just keeping up with the Joneses. But there's definitely been temptations. But you just got to sit back and just say, hey, that's not what we were supposed to do. And because that we've been able to sit back and do what God has told us to do, because we were guys, man, we even when she had our firstborn and she was to stay at home, we weren't even making it with two incomes, let alone one. So I was like, how are we going to do this? But even though we've been through the trenches, we've been at the bottom of the barrel, we've always had a way out. Every single time, we've always had a way out. You know, and we've dealt with illness, we've dealt with hospital. We've dealt with it all. We've dealt with it all. And at the early stages of our marriage, too, we've been married. This is year number 8. Year number 8. So we dealt with a bunch of that crap in the first year or two. So it's just an ongoing thing. But we've been through the trenches. And so if I can make it, if we can make it, man, sky's the limit for anybody else. Sky's the limit. We've literally been at the bottom. The very, 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 very bottom. I mean, account overdrawn $500. But even if we did get paid, or having to take our paychecks to Walmart, so our bank account, because it's in the negative. So our check don't go you know, to the NSFEs, all that kind of stuff. Does she agree with my what math? Oh, you mean the the 8 years? Yeah, we got married in 2017. Even when we got married, guys, we got married 3 days before Hurricane Harvey hit Texas. 3 days before Hurricane Harvey was when we got married. So literally, we got married and we had to up and evacuate as soon as we got married. Now, hey, behind a strong man is a strong woman. Y'all know how that goes. It's a team effort. I'm not saying we're perfect. We fight, we argue, we get into it, we go tit for tat with each other. But at the end of the day, we've always had teamwork. We don't make the right decisions. We went from a four-bedroom house in California to live in my sister's spare room here in Cypress, Texas. Now in a senior apartment complex. Hey, hey, guys always got a plan. Always got a plan. Just take that time. I tell everybody everything's always seasonal. Everything is seasonal. So just, just see it as a season. Hey, it's not permanent. It's seasonal. Let's see how we get out of it. Like when I come home stressed out, if something comes up, like we just had something come up a couple of weeks ago. And I'm like, how are we going to deal with this? How are we going to handle this situation? And my wife's like, hey, we've dealt with worse. We've dealt with worse. It's just, hey, just add it to the list of things. We'll take care of it. We'll get it figured out. So it's always going to be something, but it's seasonal. And so understanding that things are seasonal and not permanent, that's how we've always had an outlook on life to just get past onto the next thing. Yep, you got to go through hell. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Oh, I like that. Yep, yep. And that's where we're at now. We've matured, and so we got married at 23 years old. We started dating when we were like 21, 22 years old, but we've known each other since sophomore year in high school. So we've known each other for a long time. Actually, I met her in 2010. I've known that woman for 15 years. I've known her. We're 31. So I've known her half my life. Yep, half of my life I've known her. And the first 90%, just making stupid decisions and just being young, stupid, immature. But now it's going back and fixing all those mistakes, fixing all those issues, and moving forward. Like I said, my God, we have been through the slums, like stress, eating like marital problems. Yeah, all of it, all the above. 'Cause you have two immature people, you know. That's what I was like, hey, son, you got a ways to go. Cashing out of 40 something. I know, right? Still doing music? Nah, not really. I still have the itch every now and then, but nah, not really. So we just got to so our church that we're affiliated with in Louisiana, they just opened a branch out here in the Houston area, and they're trying to get me to take over the music department or at least be involved in it. I'm like, nah, I ain't got the time for it right now. It would be nice to take over the music and to lead it, but I don't have the time for it. And their services is on Thursday nights, and they have a service tonight. Like tonight, I have to leave out to go out to Louisiana. So, oh man, but yeah, guys, like I said, we've been through these slums. We've been through it. And so I encourage anybody, if we can do it, anybody can do it. Y'all can probably see it in the bags in my eyes. Shoot, we have been through it. But at the end of the day, behind a strong man is a strong woman. But guys, I have 2% on my phone. Y'all have talked the death out of my phone. Y'all have let me talk my phone to death. Literally, got 2% on my battery. This charge is not doing what it needs to do. I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna take me a good old little nap. The wife should be back in the next 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours. And we got to shoot out to where are we going? To where are we going? Hammond, Louisiana. That's where we're going. So she's jumping on the truck with me tonight. So we'll be sure to get that content for you guys. I do have a video dropping tomorrow at noon. I was going to drop today, but I was like, nah, I'll just go live today. I'm home. I'm not doing anything. She's out running her errands and stuff. So I'm going to go in here, take me a good old nap, and figure out what we're going to do tonight. If I might make her have the full truckers experience and we spend the night in the truck tonight at the receiver, or if I just get her a hotel so she ain't got to deal with the mediocre AC for now. But I'm going to check on that blend door actuator and like the duct system, the air duct system, and see if that's why it won't blow through the vents. So anyway, guys, y'all have a safe one, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.